Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, or I go by Always More Sims here on YouTube. And if you cannot figure out or can't tell what we are looking at, basically it's a poll because I'm in need of a new Let's Play to take the place of Victims of Asylum, which ended yesterday. But this is not going to be I'm not doing this how I normally do it. Normally I wait until I get 5 votes, and sometimes that takes months. Just kind of sad and a little discouraging, but you know what? I'm not going to focus on that. How this is going to work, I'm leaving this poll open until March 25th. That is about a week and 1 day if you're not counting today, 2 days if you are counting today. A little more than a week from now. So you got about... I don't want to do math right now. You got, 8-9 days to vote. The most popular challenge, or most popular, challenge that I have is what we're going to be doing. There are 3 Sims 3 challenges, 4 Sims 4 challenges. I did not do that on purpose. I tried finding another Sims 3 challenge, and I just couldn't really find one that interested me. So, for the Sims 3 challenges, the Arkham Underworld challenge is being pulled from my last new Let's Play video that was a couple months back. That is from that video, okay? I decided to bring that back. And with the Sims 4 challenges, the Friends TV show, the 7 Deadly Sins, and the A to Z Baby are all from the last one as well. This time I added the Black Widow challenge because I don't want to have another Let's Play that is going to be multiple generations. The Let's Plays that I have listed as options will take one generation, maybe 2, if need be, like A to Z. Baby challenge might be 2 generations, since you might have there's MC Command Center, but there's nothing like Sims 3 where you can have it a second roll of trip panel or even 3 rows. You can't have all that with the Sims 4. Not that I know of, that is in a way that is completely safe for your game. I don't know about the other ones. I think that they are just 31 generation, but yeah. So we are going to go over them. In the last time I did something like this, I took forever talking about the challenges. I'm trying not to do that today. I'm gonna try to give you the premise. So we're gonna start with the That Horse challenge. It was created by Red and Black 32. All of the rules will be listed in a comment below, like the links will all be down below, along with links for the polls. So, basically, the backstory is, ever since you were little, you dreamed of having a horse and a horse ranch of your very own, and having a horse that was a star. Whether it be a successful show jumper or you raced your way to a well-known jockey. Well, your dreams come true when a distant relative dies and leaves you their horse ranch. You can't believe your luck. Finally, you could chase the dreams that only equestrians could ever dream of, but there's one catch. You also acquire that horse. That horse is a horse that no one has ever been able to ride or get to do anything else for that matter. Most of the time, it won't even let anyone interact with it without getting an arm full of teeth or a hardened hoof to unpleasant places. They hadn't even given the poor critter a name. They just called it That Horse. Your goal? Well, you weren't about to let the horse stop you, so you try to work with it. The horse is just one happy, misunderstood nightmare. So your goal is to socialize with it, give it some loving and possibly a little scolding and praising until you can break some of its bad habits and actually ride it. Here's how it works. And, you have to create a ranch, and you have to make the horse and all this stuff. And it just goes on to tell you, what all you need. The final goal, or I guess maybe not final goal, the first goal is to gain the horse's trust, break its bad habits, so you can interact and ride the horse, but no one else, no one in the family, no friends or neighbors may ride the horse. It's dangerous. So get it trained. Do this through social interactions and praising or scolding it to get some kind of behavior you want from it. Once your horse trusts you and you've made it at least the friend stage, then it's time for you to ride. Next, you must get the horse broken in. Ride it until it's no longer untrained, because that is one of the horse's traits. It has to be aggressive, ornery, and untrained. Once you've broken some of the bad habits and have trained your horse to continue to graze your friendship. Next, you got to train, so the horse trusts you now, and you are beginning to realize that it may have just been understood all this time. So now comes training. You may either train for jumping courses, the racetrack, or both, and you can complete either type of competition when you think you and your horse are ready. Once you have gotten one horse to trust you and begun its training, you can start buying or adopting other horses to add to your ranch and become a horse trainer. Basically, how I would do it is have this nightmare horse and get it to master at least one of the either racing or jumping. And if the sim that is working with this horse is still rather young, I'd probably go to master the other skill, and that'd probably be it, to be honest. I want to work with the horses some more, but I don't think so. If I did, it'd probably be finding another really unsuitable horse or something like that, but I don't know. If we choose that challenge, we can talk about that later. So next we have Arkham Underworld Challenge. I talked about this one last time, so we're going to just go over it again real quick if you don't remember. If someone were to meet you on the street, they would think you were just an ordinary citizen. That is mostly true up until very recently, mostly because you've been the Riddler's best friend for quite some time and you're a thief. Anyways, it was only yesterday that you broke Riddler out of Arkham. He was oddly grateful about that, so he offered you the opportunity you can't refuse. The opportunity to become infamous in Gotham City. He said that he knew somebody who could help you accomplish that, so you accepted his offer. He then happily made you follow him into the Bowery, and there's where he introduced you to Selina Kyle, or Catwoman. He told Selina to help you create a name for yourself, and she complied. You still don't know how he made her do that, but you're still thankful. Selina showed you an abandoned factory, gave you tips on how to be well known. The factory had apparently been used by some other big player in Gotham because there were a decent amount of air mattress beds in the front room. The previous guy had taken all the other stuff with him, though. You are now waking on an air mattress, telling yourself that you are ready to do this. Doesn't matter what the sim really looks like. Your sim, however, must be a young adult, and it's got the traits. Recruit every villain from the list and have 100,000 simoleons. That'll be interesting. So there's George. He's the security guy. I'd probably change that name because I say George, I think of my dog. You have to become friends with a male sim. That's literally it. And that's when you recruit them in, and they come join your household. Then there's the Riddler, so you have to get a computer that isn't the cheapest one, get a car, and have 1,000 simoleons. Harley Quinn. I love Harley, so having her in the game would probably be really fun. Get a trampoline, a love seat, and have 5,000 simoleons. Mr. Freeze, get the most expensive fridge, get a telescope, and have 10,000 simoleons. Killer Croc, have a pool that is at least 6 by 6, have 20,000. Scarecrow, get a chemistry table, get a science research station, and have 35,000, and Bane, get a motorcycle, and have 50,000. And it tells you how to create the hideout. The rules: the only way to gain money is by stealing an item, then selling said stolen item. If you want to get rid of an item, I would recommend turning on testing cheats enabled, shift-clicking the object, and deleting it like that. You may not use any cheats unless they are getting rid of an item or editing a sim to turn them into the villain you have just recruited. Once you've made your hideout, you must set your family funds to 0. If the repo man ever comes, you've lost. If any services people ever come, you've lost. Yes, you have to cancel the newspaper delivery. If any sim in your household dies, you've lost. You may not return any stolen items. I don't know why you would do that in the first place, though. So, yeah, that is created by Ravenlocked26. Sorry, I forgot to say that. And, the other one will be linked down below. Like all of them. And then we have the Supernatural Dad Challenge. My snuff pot. I don't like that username. I'm sorry. No. A single father, so the premise is a single father somehow finds himself landed with 5 supernatural toddlers, a witch, vampire, genie, fairy, and werewolf. Additionally, a lovely young mermaid couple were trying very hard for babies and found themselves with far too many at once. So they adopted out one of them to the single father. Perhaps he was cursed/blessed, as he is family-oriented and nurturing and has always wanted, lifetime wish, to raise children. He, like me, though, knows nothing about supernaturals, though he is a fan of them. And now, see, if you haven't realized, what I'm trying to do is step out of what I normally do, because I feel like with 100 Baby, Perfect Genetics, Disney Legacy, it's all very family-oriented and having kids. This one, while there are still kids involved, which will probably comfort me somewhat, they're all supernaturals, and I don't really play with supernaturals. The horse one, I like the horses. The horse one I don't think is really setting me out of my comfort zone. The asylum one, though, has nothing to do with children. Or families. So that one is different. Basic rules: create a family with a single human father and 5 supernatural toddlers. May have any appearance, but I recommend giving them colors and names and different personalities. Set them as his children. Create a young adult or adult couple. Convert them to mermaids. Make them have many babies together. Then transfer one baby to the single father's household. Now, I don't know with that if you're supposed to make the mermaid child, the mermaid baby, actually his biological child, or if they still view the mermaid parents as the biological parents and it's just living with this guy and all these kids. I don't know. No hiring other staff or moving in other adults. The single father is determined to raise the children himself. Start with some generous sum of money and a nice house, but no store-bought content that affects difficulty of game at all. The youngest child, the mermaid, should have an imaginary friend, which you want to make the 8th member of your family when you can. So, yay! If you saw the 2nd generation of my Disney Legacy Challenge, I don't like imaginary friends, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm hoping, though, with this one that it doesn't have the bright pink hair color like Andy does. Just for something different. The toddlers must learn all skills before aging up. Now, it doesn't say that I'm not allowed to use the, walker and the playpen. So, I might use those. Allowed to use cheats to maintain the needs only of the single parent, so I can cheat his needs. An epic lifespan for all ages, which honestly I'm probably going to ignore that rule because I don't want to do epic lifespan. Potential extension. Once your grown children start moving out, get abducted by aliens and have an alien baby. Raise them and move them out too. Perhaps find love eventually. All of this is just how he I don't know what their gender is. But what they chose. And basically all of this, I think, is how they did it, personally. Most importantly, there is a lot of room for rules to be meddled with a bit. For example, you can make it so that you don't need to teach toddlers more than one skill before aging, but in turn not cheat the parents' needs to full all the time, or even also not start with more than, say, $10,000 or simoleons. So there is a lot of room for messing with difficulty of the challenge. I personally found that starting with so many toddlers and a baby all at once were just too involved, not to make everything else very easy. Now see, I'm kind of used to dealing with a bunch of children, so I'm probably going to regret saying this, that I don't think it'll be that difficult, but we'll see. Moving on to The Sims 4, the Friends Challenge. I had this on the last one, and I just think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to play with Sims that are like Phoebe and Rachel and Ross and, all of them. Oh, I should have opened this tab, I think. Okay, yeah. I should have opened this tab, not this one. So actually, we're just going to close that one out. So no one ever told you life was going to be this way. Clap, 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 clap. Okay. So, basic rules. There are individual rules for each character, but the rules are sorts of the basics for the whole challenge. You can create all the characters from the series. Making the challenge, I create my own characters, which I'd probably do. You create 6 Sims, 3 boys, 3 girls. Again, you decide if you want characters from the show or just create your own. 2 of them have to be siblings. They have to start out as young adults. Move them to the 50 by 40 lot in Newcrest. You now have 21,500 simoleons. You aren't allowed to use money cheats. You can spend the remaining money on whatever you want, though it is recommended you spend it on 6 beds, a toilet, and a fridge. Duh. At least 2 of your Sims have to become a couple. It doesn't have to be your Ross and Rachel or your Chandler and Monica, though. Significant others outside the group can move in with them but not bring any money. And then it goes on to tell you about the different characters. Sorry about the ads. You don't have to have ever seen Friends to vote for this. If you just think that it'd be fun to have all these different themed characters interacting with the group. So, like, the Chandler one. He has to date someone outside the group, the Janice. He then has to break up with her, but he can't do that before the love and the friendship bar is full. After the breakup, they have to get together again. They're allowed to stay together after that, but it's up to you. He has to work in business, and Rachel has to complete her given aspiration, as popular type she is. Ross has to be divorced at least once. He needs to get her pregnant before they get divorced. Monica has to date an adult while she's still a young adult and has to work as a chef. And see, it's just, I think it'd be fun to have all these different things going on. Plus, like, I grew up with my parents watching Friends, so I've watched Friends, like, my whole life. I love Friends, so I think this would be really fun. But I'm not saying that I like one more than the other. Just saying it sounds really sorry fun. For that cut, but we are back, and now we've moved on to the next challenge made by Silent Wolf 101. And it is the 7 Deadly Sims Challenge. This has also been brought back, but I don't remember exactly how I was going to do it last time. I do know, however, that we are going to be mixing Flavor 1 with Flavor... Oh, too far. Flavor 3. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I just know that I want something with 7 Deadly Sins. And Flavor 1, wish I wasn't, the first set of rules. You can create 7 Sims as a starting household. You cannot overlap skills. Only one Sim can have a job at a time. But see, I kind of want to do, destroy the town and marriages and kill off Sims and stuff like that, and have Sims master every skill with no overlaps. And yikes. See, this is for The Sims 3, though. I don't want to do it in The Sims 3. But I kind of would follow some of these, like envy, the criminal career, and gluttony with the cooking, greed with political, and see, it would just be kind of a mash of the first and the third. And so I don't really know what to say about that one. So, yeah. Next is the A to Z Baby Challenge, which is probably really obvious. It's the one. The rules that I'm using have been posted by WA or WA or something like that. But it has the rules. So you have to have 1 Sim. Your aspiration in life will be family. Traits must be family-oriented and cheerful. Have to try for a baby with a man. You can't use a man once. It's like 100 baby challenge, just A to Z. So it's simple. Your babies must be named in the A to Z category. You can't use a letter more than once. So it'd be, like A baby, and if you had twins, it'd be B and C, not B twins. And A twins, B C. Triplets, C D E. No, not A B C D E F. I don't know my alphabet. Keep the lifespan on normal. After you have had a baby with a man, tell them you just want to be friends, otherwise they'll think you are cheating on them. If your woman gets to the elderly stage before giving birth to all 26 children, Then I'm going to go with the last daughter. Make them carry on the challenge. If they get too old, then get her sister to carry on the challenge. No, just the last daughter. Then the last one, Black Widow Challenge. By Jake Paul is my bae. Double O. Yay. I'm not gonna talk about that. This is a pretty well-known challenge. And see, I think what I'm really wanting to do is have challenges that are different. But when I do different, a lot of people don't really like to watch. So there are a lot of different, but there are, like, the last two are known, so. Life sim must be set to normal. Start off with young adult sim. Give her following traits: materialistic, snob, and romantic. Aspiration has to be serial romantic. Move her into a lot and get her settled. No money cheats allowed. Meet a sim. Build relationship until you can get married. All marriages should have a formal party. It's not a requirement, though. It just adds to the realism. Have a dinner party to show you're the perfect wife. And you must get at least a rating of silver. After the party, find a new romantic interest, move them in, get caught cheating. Like, make your current hubby is very close nearby while getting romantic with the new guy. Kill off the husband and marry again to the new guy. Plus, inscribe the tombstone with his name, died by a Black Widow. Repeat this over again until you have 10 graves or more. Simple, right? Maybe, maybe not. Lifespan is on normal. Stop aging on all households except yours. No mods and cheats allowed. Absolutely no money cheats. Keep all tombstones on lot. You may want to build an urn room. You may select reset sim cheat if your sim gets stuck in an interaction or somewhere around town. You can have as many love interests at the same time as you wish. Having kids is your own choice, but you can earn extra points. I'm not going to worry about the points. Black Widow may not have a job. All money must be earned by the men she targets, unless she is allowed to earn money by selling collectibles that she finds, but only before she's married. Only marry single men. If you want to marry a married man, the only way allowed is to simply click on a household and delete all other household members except for him. I don't know. See, if we go with this one and we end up marrying a married man, if he has a child, I don't want to just up and delete a child. I don't know. We'd figure that out if this is what we went with. This is because of a glitch, so money will not transfer. If a patch changes this, then you're allowed to ignore this rule. During the killing, don't leave the lot if you're choosing to kill by confining person to room. So leaving somehow allows them to escape. Maybe a patch will eventually fix this. No repairing items. Only the replacement of broken items are allowed. Must max out cooking and charisma. I honestly am not probably going to focus on these last three things. So, yeah, those are the challenges. Those are all 7. So there's, once again, there's the That Horse Challenge, Arkham Underworld Challenge, and the Supernatural Dad Challenge, all for The Sims 3. And then the Friends TV Show Challenge, the 7 Deadly Sins Challenge, the A to Z Baby Challenge, and the Black Widow Challenge, all for The Sims 4. So go ahead, comment down below, or, if you like any of these, or if there's maybe one on here that you wouldn't mind I might look into if you think, as long as it's not too long. And then go vote, go check out the rules, go vote. Please go vote. I want to start a new series. Up until that starts, I'll probably be filling the empty slots where victims would always go, or this Let's Play, with Perfect Genetics, or it just might not put anything. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, yeah. Vote. Please, 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 please. You have until March 25th, right? That's the date I said, right? Yes. March 25th to figure out which one we want. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go vote! Do it! And yeah, I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.